Okay, as you can see, it's got stuff coming out every which way. Nice big thick stem. It's about 18 inches tall. First thing I will do is I will eliminate any branches that are hanging onto the soil, because all that is a highway for bacteria and stuff to get up on the plant. Especially when it rains, it splashes up on it. So off that one goes. There's another one. He's on the ground. Off he goes. And I'm just pinching it with my thumb. Now here's one sticking out kind of almost near the soil line. He needs to go. Okay? Get rid of him. Okay, in the back, there's, I don't know if you can see it. There's one sticking back here. He's almost at the soil line. I'm going to let him go. These two lower branches, they're pretty close to the soil line. Eventually these are going to grow out and they're going to droop onto the soil. I'm going to pinch them. Okay, so you're going to think I'm going crazy, but I'm scalping the bottom of this plant is what I'm doing. Okay, now you can see that you've got a nice cleared area underneath the plant. This branch here, I'm going to let it go. You don't have to do this all at one time. You might pinch a little, wait a few days, and then pinch some more. But they can take it. They can take it. This is a sucker. This is what people call a sucker, and this is a real good example. You have your main stem right here. This is your big main stem. This is your branch, I would call it, coming out. Right in the crotch, between the main stem and the branch, that's a sucker. And that's what people talk about pulling. And some people are just relentless. They pinch every sucker all the way through the season. There's another one right here. It's growing in the crotch, right between the stem and the branch. You know. Now I will pinch those early on, at the low, early growth of the plant, because I want them to get up a little taller. I'm not trying to grow a bush, so I will pretty much scalp the bottom of the plant like that, and that's the way I do it. Now there's more stuff growing up here. You can see it splitting. Some people will actually they'll let one of these go, say like this here that I just pinched. They'll let that go out, so you kind of end up having two main stems. That's a good way to do it. I found that if they're growing good, you really don't need but one main stem at this point. I mean, these guys are going to grow like crazy anyway. This is a sucker that's just barely coming out, and that's one that I just pinched right there. But I just basically clean the plant early on. After the stem gets good and about a 1/2 inch diameter, I go ahead and eliminate the branches around the low part of the plant. And the main reason is for disease resistance. Because whenever it rains, anything in that soil is going to splash up on that plant. When you got dirt and stuff on the leaves of the plant, that's a chance for disease to start catching in. Don't ever let your leaves droop onto the ground. And when you water, don't let the water splash soil up onto the leaf. If it's a problem, get rid of that leaf, get rid of that stem. It's just not worth it. But anyway, I just thought I'd show that. Let me show another one that's a little bit smaller. Okay, this guy's a little bit smaller. He's only about 12 inches tall, but he's got a good healthy stem. Again, there's a sucker and a branch way down near the soil here. Getting rid of him. Gone. Okay, and then the guy that's the next one up, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of him, because before long he's going to be drooping down onto the soil as he gets bigger. And I'll stop there with this plant. I don't see any suckers at this point right now. And like I said, I'll only trim the suckers early on in the plant's life. And the only other time I'll trim suckers is if it's really bushed out, branches are starting to get matted up, and it's not a good airflow going through the plant. I may eliminate some stuff then. And in mid-July, I will actually pinch a sucker that's a good 6 inches long, and I'll plant it, and that'll be my fall crop. Instead of planting seeds or planting another plant or or starting more seeds, I'll just take a sucker from a good healthy plant, a good healthy sucker, I'll put it in the ground, and it'll grow another plant. And it's got a good head start. It'll be identical to the plant that you took it from. So anyway, that's my take on suckers and trimming and whatnot at this point. As we go along and the plants get bigger, I'll show a little bit more as I go. Thank you.